Hello! Now what we are learning? We are learning about how to multiply and divide negative numbers integers. So you just have to remember two rules. One, ignore the plus sign. Ignore the plus sign. That's rule number one. Rule number two, if you see two of that, two of negative sign, two of them will give you the positive sign. And as I mentioned, if that happens, ignore the plus sign. So if you get the plus sign, ignore that. So let's just do example. You will understand much better. Let's look at the first question. We have, let's only do the sign first. You need to do the sign first. And this rule applies to both multiplication and division. So what signs we have here? Over here I have 5 and I'm going to ignore it. I have 3, I'm going to ignore that. There is no sign left here, so my answer over here will involve no sign at all. So next, over here, the next one is I have the plus sign here that I like to ignore, and I have minus sign here that I cannot ignore. So my answer will involve only one sign left here is minus. My answer will involve a negative sign. Next, I have the negative sign here I can't ignore. I have the positive sign here I can ignore. What's left here is just negative sign. And next, so I have negative sign there and negative sign here, both of them. So there are two negative signs here, which means plus. When you get the plus sign, I like to ignore, so I'm gonna have no sign here. So that was the signs. So I know I didn't make any mistake with the signs. Let's clean this. All right, now let's do the number depending on the operation. So remember this rule applies for both multiplication and division. 3 times 5, 15. 8 divided by 2, 4. 4 times 3, 12. 18 divided by 6, 3. Done. So let's go ahead and do another example. More example, you will understand better. Over here, I just don't see any sign with the first question, so my answer will have no sign at all. And the next, over here, I just see one negative sign, so my answer will have just negative sign there. Over here, I also see just one negative sign, so my answer will involve a negative sign there. And the last but not least, I see two negative signs here, so my answer should involve the negative positive sign, but positive sign means no sign. I'm not gonna write that down. So signs, I am done. How about the numbers? 8 times 4, 32. 10 divided by 5, 2. 7 times 2, 14. 20 divided by 5, 4. Next. So right now I'm looking at the question where I don't see any brackets at all, but I don't mind anyway. So first one, is there any sign? No, my answer will have no sign at all. How about the second one? Second one has a negative sign only, so my answer will have just one negative sign. Third one also have one negative sign, so my answer will have just one negative sign. Fourth one has two negative signs, so my answer will have a positive sign that I like to ignore. And then the numbers. 2 times 4, 8. 50 divided by 10, 5. 6 times 3, 18. 25 divided by 5, 5. All right, let's just practice.